Welcome back. This show, one episode in, and I am enamored by what it's trying to do. Ghost Last Tour is a survival adventure where we're just kind of wandering about the ruins of civilization. Honestly, I'm all for it. I've played a dozen games that are in this kind of environment, so I'm in my wheelhouse. So I'd like to see what this world has in store with its technology held in the past and trying to live off the remnants of what remains, while trying to at least put up with the attitude of one of these girls. She would be an appalling companion along for the journey. So far, it's kind of proving that point. But it's fun. Slice of life mixed with just trying to survive. What could possibly go wrong? Look out for landmines, keep the food rationed nicely. But honestly, let's just sit down, enjoy the ride, and begin. Well, if you want to see show the vastness of things, have a grand landscape coated in snow. Are these snowballs or the startings of an extra companion along for the ride? Or, travel food after the last episode. Is that on top of her helmet? Yes, this entire thing is purgatory. Could be worse. And the fact that she can... having a bullet for a nose. Yeah. At least with the rim of that helmet, the water won't drip down her neck. Yeah, there's always time. And though, at least from what we've seen, it's been rather barren in terms of life and remnants and stuff, will we come across the, remains of fighters past? Also, I don't think we got the intro in the last episode, so... interesting to see where this is careful with that march. So I think we're getting the gist of what this shows, if we weren't already shown it, just from this opening. What will they learn from eons past from this world? Try and have fun with whatever's left. Why are the ration bars joining in on the dance? Please don't dab. But... really, the disparity between what we were... well, I'm now going back to what we are seeing with this world and the upbeat cheerfulness of them. So yeah, okay, the world's... not much is left, but we're still gonna walk through it, see what we can see, try and have some fun. See if they can get to some sort of shelter at least before they succumb to hypothermia. Of course not. That's just her body not reacting at all to any commands that her brain is telling her. It looks like when a bridge is half up. At least from that silhouette. Much like what they were seeing before, lots of pipe work. That's what this world is built upon. But pipes. At least out of the snow. Well, heaviest of the blizzard. Okay. Were they not taught to read? Or is it a language that predates the war? Have they found an underground source of warm water? Well, underground, in building source of warm water? Is that a good idea? I mean, it gets more hot water, but how much more? Might need a higher caliber. Good thing they picked up all of the resources before, therefore got plenty of shots to go through. Or was it going to use her as a steadying, yeah. A flesh bipod, as it were. Ah, they can have a shower now. But it depends on how hot it is. Hopefully not scalding. What's the water pressure like and how long is it going to last for? I mean, yeah, have a container for it all. Good. One that doesn't... Good condition. I saw several holes and probably a lot of rust. How long has it been since they last had a bath? Well, I guess, or hot water for that case. But there are many hot springs and the like that go from cold on the outside by snow to... Good that they found it almost exactly not only bearable, but the right temperature. There we go with that melting again. As long as they don't stay in too long, end up drowning or anything. Was that just a brief exposition of how long they've been travelling for without delving too much into it? Well, let's hurry on to it then. But from going from freezing in a blizzard to this, yeah. Pity they don't have any, what was it, chilled milk after they got out? Journal. Are they going to come across notes, a rundown of what happened here? Will they be able to read it? Ah. But having a journal of their journeys, going through with what they've done may come in useful in the future, whether to them or someone who finds it. Must be useful for something. One, no interest in learning. My level memory. Yep, have it down in writing, a way to remember it. She's pretty good at rebuilding that rifle, though. The two different ways of living and like, outlooks on life itself boiled down into these two characters. True, written history is a great boon to ourselves, knowing where we came from and civilizations past. Hopefully, yeah, they don't end up on the fire. I mean, she can see the book, she won't know what the text means unless there's pictures in it. One left in a minute, I'm guessing. One less. Don't tell her that. Put the fire out on her face. Throw herself on the fire next time. Be useful as a fuel source. She's an idiot sandwich. Then, yeah, why ask about the books? This. Yeah, I don't think a simple sorry will cover it for destroying of knowledge in this world. Then again, are these the only two, or one and a half, to really be able to appreciate it? Quite a short conversation I've had this afternoon. Though she wasn't listening to the talk, will she now understand that how important books are themselves? The low rumbling creak of the world around them, just lit by a single flickering flame in the center. Oh, so that's how they blocked up the door, barricaded it with the snow. Well, it depends how many books are left. Is she gonna have, what? Tried her hardest to write something in the journal as well? Even if she can't read, or is not literate in the slightest. I like the build-up of her, on her helmet. How many times are you going to keep asking? till you get the answer that you know. They'll make their own, yeah. Just, is there a new entry? Some sort of hieroglyph? Really? I thought it was meant to be a dog. Are we going to see this drawing, if not now, like later on, maybe at the end of the episode? Or just keep it a secret between them? I think that works kind of as well, considering the loss of knowledge throughout this entire world. Close enough. Considering she can't read or write, being able to at least do something shows an attempt. And that drawing wasn't that bad. There's been a lot of water in this episode. Oh, that's not bad, actually. The glistening and flow from the tunnel. Yeah, it's got to go somewhere. It's the principle of the thing. Physics is a hell of a thing to get into. Probably not something for them now. I mean, they could have brute forced trying to get it down, but would not end well. This will not be quite as warm as the bath they had earlier. But looks clean enough. I guess it is one thing about this world. There won't be extra contaminants apart from what was done during the fighting. A clever bit of advice there. And this is where you step on a nail. Or some glass. And I do like how we're getting just base things. Writing a journal or diary. Doing your laundry. Having a bath. Safety first. Maybe too much safety. I'm sure someone appreciates it. Are you actually asking for a explanation? Water refraction? What do you mean she can't just get away with being grubby? I mean, who's really going to appreciate clean clothes? Just learning. Hang on, where'd she go? Is she even listening still, or they're tied? Yeah, I'm sure that really helped. It looked fun. Fish? Fresh? I'm not sure it looks fresh. As long as it's not, well past ripe. At least they've got lunch. Go on, take a bite. Yeah, a few prods. There you go. I mean, I don't see any fins on it. Finish up the chores, then they can eat. Like living on land, just a lot more wet. Using the scenes around them and rebar as a way of holding it. Nice. As a way of explaining things. I like that. Visual teaching. Well, you better get some now before she finishes the entire thing. Could use salt. Well, they've been eating nothing but ration packs, so yeah. Not a bad lunch in between everything. Yeah, I'm sure it really appreciates it. So what, just follow it up and try and find the origin point of the fish? Oh! I just saw the layout of the place. How did I not see that before? Bit of a nap after a meal. Hopefully they don't lose a jacket or two while they sleep. What a rising tone. Now, this kind of charcoal and ink style drawing, I appreciate it. The imperfection that it brings as well reminds me of my old days in college, learning different styles. Yeah, they've both got the same kind of dance moves. Still, the fact that this is so slow, just a journey of the two of them, enjoying the time they have without, hopefully, the destruction of all old tech and history. Ah, yep, send it on its journey. I didn't expect to see a fish being given a Viking funeral. Ghosthouse Tour is refreshing because it's a journey of kind of discovery, see what there is in this world, which while distinct from our own, is, there are similarities in technology and manufacturing. But also going with one character with zero knowledge of what's going on or what there was, and one with partial knowledge. Seeing them work it out for themselves, how things work and run, what of things from the old times there were, whether it be just fish, and how much we take for granted now. So if everything went to hell, what do we retain? I've watched enough documentaries and stuff where I know the basics of survival and crafting and camping, but how much use would it actually be in putting it to use? And considering how tough seasons are for them, nothing but fields of snow and the like, I don't think they can get down to start cultivating and farming. I don't know how that would really go with the feel of the show if they stayed in one place for too long as well. Having these two characters, face their fair share of issues, whether mostly actually stemming from one another, accidentally burning the book because you're not listening to a conversation. I mean, there's not listening to a conversation to just being wantonly disregarding implications of your actions. You've got fuel. You've got books that come out of her backpack which she wants to save. They're interchangeable, right? Even if you don't know what a book is. If it's a personal belonging, don't burn it. But I do like how tied together everything was, from fields of snow, oh it's cold, we need to find some shelter, oh we found something warm, heat ourselves up, to then going through to the later bit with the washing the clothes. All of that runoff was because of the previous snow. That continuity of it all and how it flowed into one another. I don't know if that pun was intended. Was very fun to see. And I'm eager to find out where this goes in the future. What kind of troubles they'll be faced with. Hopefully not life-threatening too much. But I'm sure they can get out of it with a little bit of humour. Like what was hinted at in a few of the lyrics for the songs. Is this world purely the two of them left? Or is that just talking about their journey as a whole? That's all that really matters, is these two together trying to survive against the odds. Not really a massive distinction, but for me kind of important. But as an entirety, a setting which is intriguing to me because I like that kind of world after kind of setting, mixed with situational humour and quite believable characters, especially ones that had grown up with knowing nothing of the world and just travelling for years. What kind of troubles are they going to get into next? Hopefully no more fights over food, like the last episode. Will there be callbacks and learning from things? We'll have to see more to find out. But I am really eager to actually get there. So if you enjoyed this episode, let me know. Like the video, consider subscribing, maybe join onto my Discord for any updates and notifications, votes, conversations, memes. Or just try to avoid the downfall of society by staying locked away and watching more anime. It's always a good one as well. So if that's the case, take care of yourselves, try and get some rest. Hopefully, I'll see you again for the next one. If you don't mind being the passing fish in my desolate world, consider joining onto my Patreon, help support the channel, get me a few more rations for the week. And with that in mind, I do need to thank Sao, Guado, Kite, Rubin Filamawa, Wolfie Sensei, and everyone else. Because if it wasn't for you, I would be wandering aimless with very little to do. I'm not sure I'd even enjoy watching anime the same. So, once again, thank you.